quick recap mhm, about everything. Part one was from the time that I was born until I turned 18 years old and my Lola Leo died. Okay. Then part two is about me and my Lola Le my sorry. When we moved in this house until I graduated from college. Part three um is about my um early beginnings in my career. So that from 2009 and 2012. I was happy, but oops, sorry. Wait up. We've got connection issues. All right, and now we're back. So part four is just yesterday I talked about my transition period. Everything seemed well, although I had some trouble. I had a little trials along the way from 2013 to 2015. But now we're gonna talk about part five, where it gets really dark. Yes, and it's really like a fight or flight, or like I needed to make a decision if I'm gonna step on this journey already. Really make a full decision of deciding to be here. Okay, so 2016. Um, uh, about 2016, I was so we ended with 2015, right? That I had an event with a band. Then suddenly, all of a sudden, only one guy, RD, my talent, showed up because we had this project, like a theme setter for the whole month at Playhouse Production before. All right. So um that time I was about I was going to shoot at Luneta, yeah, Rizal Park in Manila with him about, this was actually the start for me of getting into, I think, healing. Yes. I mean, I just wanted to go back to who I was, I mean, but definitely with a more mature and best version of me. And I just didn't know really how. But of course, since I'm an artist, so I thought about art. Yeah, but I mean, along the way, I realized it's just more than doing art. All right. So, or something creative, that is. So, yeah, I did that and the shoot there. And then, however, I didn't feel that we were connecting, RD and I, and like it happened the way I wanted to, the shoot. And a lot of things happened. You know what? I just, there were times before our big fight, or it was a major chaos everywhere. That I felt that my energy was depleting in terms of dealing with him, and also with his on and off band. Yeah, his group. And also, of course, I just felt that they're already wasting my resources, my time. my place, right? My efforts. Yeah, because it's really no joke to manage a band. You know that? And yeah. So around March 2016, there was a guesting for them at Evercotesco, and it was a K-pop event. And you know what? My dad even drove us there. But I felt like they were so ungrateful that to the point of I already paid them, and but I still have to be the one to feed them. Right? Yeah, I even treated them all at Jollibee. Oh my gosh. And well, there were so many times there that I just wanted to walk out on them. Really. That was what I wanted to do. But it's just that I wanted to stay. Maybe I'm not really sure what my intention of staying was, but really I chose to stay even though, my entire body wants to leave because I know I could leave, something like that. So that was the last time that the group, minus Kevin, performed, and then I that's also the time that after that, money was really hard, and and I think RD saw that. And it also came that although RD was hang around a little later still, but you could feel that someone's already going away with how they treat you. Yeah, and then suddenly it pops up that RD's sister is pregnant, and that she gave birth, and he's the one who's gonna watch after the baby, all those stuff, all those excuses. And there was a time that I really wanted to go to a Slimmers World event, and I invited him, but I didn't go because he wouldn't to. Also, there were times that I met him, just because, um, just because, and we would just watch movies, something like that, just because, the aura in this house was really negative already, and I don't know if he's feeling the same way in his house. So yeah, we would meet, but there's no business we're gonna talk about. But however, I just feel that we're already trying hard, and that somewhat somewhere something has changed. You know. Okay, wait. I need to turn the AC on here. Okay, sorry for that. But anyway, so that was how we were before we actually we're just in a split because we're not really together. But it's, I think, anybody, even we're not in a romantic relationship, you're gonna feel that somehow, even before you blurt it out or you get mad or you really break up, you're gonna feel that some slowly, you like the two of you are, being broken apart, or walking apart, something like that. So there was this time that I forgot, but um there were a lot of instances that he is showing signs, but I just do not want to believe, maybe because I've invested so much in him. Yes, but there was this time that I even invited him to do a to sing at a event at a hotel. But then, you know what? I ended up, having seizures, and that he did, behind the taxi, and he kept on scolding me. My God, I am his manager. I paid him, and I get to be scolded just because, he didn't really, what you call this, um the crowd laughed at him, and it's like my fault. Yeah, stupid, right? And for some reason, that's how I had the grudge on him, because he didn't know. that, and I do not want him to know, but really, when you attack me at my lowest point, like I am already at having a seizure attack, and you're there blaming me, stupid, you, fuck you, really, right? There. So actually, but for me, I took it as a sign that, oh my gosh, she's different now, or that we're really getting in, to that we're gonna separate ways. And it's actually been very tormenting, or it was torture, because there was a time that I was telling him, okay, bring take you need to bring back to me everything that I've given you if you do not want to perform anymore under my production. And I waited for him at mini stock at Novaliches, but he didn't come. He was just so rude for me to wait there, and that I even tried to get into the subdivision he told me he lives, but no one knows Asadon or even Alejandro there. So you give me the wrong address and you make me wait up for you. And I was just really so emotional at that time. And just really so stupid that the guy didn't show up there. And just yeah, he's one of the guys who do not really know how to talk, how to communicate, and they're just gonna leave you off, as if I'm gonna get it. I mean, I know what I know. I mean, I feel something's not working anymore. But hello, being the mature adults that we are, we should talk about it, right? But you know what? Communication, the Philippines, especially the men here, they're so just stupid. You're not gonna get it if the guy that you're with is not mature, especially in the Philippines, when most manipulative women, do the talking, and then whoever their prey, a weak men, oh my gosh, they're just married and that's it. Sorry, but yeah. All right. So, um, that's what happened, and so I couldn't accept that I treated RD and the rest of his group, like people here in my house, and I'm just gonna be thrown away like that. I cannot accept that. So I really really started, and to I really started fire. Yeah, I started out with all these videos that weren't able to be done because of his actuations, and also because of his group's actuations. And yeah, that's where it all started. I did videos and videos and videos and videos. Yeah, and it was a fight. Hmm. Yes, towards the end. And but then I was looking for new talents already by the end. Though most of them I think are linked to RD because they just want to get revenge back at me. Yeah. So I held an audition, but actually nobody ever been came there. Um and then there was this chat group about of artists and agents, and that's when I was endorsed to Ricardo M. Aguilera Jr. All right, and with saying his name, we're now about to go to 2017. Okay, so in 2017, yeah, I still had Vanessa came back. She did what she does at the video, yeah, but I do the editing there yet. And then um also I early on we had John Mark, I forgot his last name. Uh who is who auditioned, yes. And he stayed on until he didn't show up at my lola's what you call this, my lola's party in 2017 with the kamag-anaks or her relatives, yeah, the big clan part reunion at the social hall. And I also had the talents, but they just shot here, and nobody, and after some time of of free um training, they just didn't want to go here anymore. They want the money, but they don't want to work hard for it. And that's really a big no-no for me, okay? But of course, those people are just gonna tell that, oh no, she just does training and she doesn't give us rackets, right? Or gigs. But really, how stupid is that? Like only in the Philippines would somebody, complain about that, really. And you go elsewhere like abroad, uh a lot, there's a lot of training that's happening and a lot has been spent on before you even get your first job, idiot. Yeah, and then you tell me that I'll just go abroad because I belong there, RD. That's just so stupid. Fuck you. I mean, I've been born here, although although I've never ever what you call this, associated really myself with, the full-blooded toxic Filipinos like you are. Yes, guys. So, all right. That's the problem. And that, again, that's what they're sending out of my reputation as a talent manager. Uh, so by 2017, I got the newest addition to the family, to the Playhouse production family, was Ricardo. Yeah, and I know that. Well, he disclosed anyway that he's from the House of Model, and that his mentor is Alan Castillo. Okay, so yeah, we did a lot. We did quite a lot of shoots. Yeah, but somehow on the third shoot, uh, there was already this feeling again of indifference and that like he's about to go away. Mhm. But once again, guys, stupid Filipino provinciano, like from Batangas, doesn't know how to speak. Oh my gosh. And it's up to me to get the cue. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ricardo. All right. So, once again, um, I have experience about a guy hurting me without even talking to me. Fuck up. Yes, folks. So, um, we had again fights. I even went to the agency, and then I really thrown up because I do not want to be disrespected that way. Okay, I mean I think I do not need to have any sexual relations with any man just to be respected. I mean, sex for respect? That's just so stupid. Why? I mean, so if we're not having sex anymore, it's not gonna respect me anymore. Duh. Does that even count? Sex for respect? That just means he doesn't respect you at all. But but some, maybe some sort of feel of respect, comes out of that. But really, that's all bullshit. And I'm not taking that. All right. So, um, yeah. Ricardo has also sort of what you call this, insinuations. Okay, that yeah, insinuations. Um, and oh, that sorry about that. I forgot to mention yesterday that I also had an indecent proposal from yesterday's episode when I was into my music. There are actually a lot of indecent proposals in the music business, guys. Like if you don't do anything and everything and do collab with other people, they will really, really try their very best to do an indecent proposal with to you so that they could tie you up. But duh, you don't even get money out of that. You know the mafia that there is in this Philippine scenery of music business. I mean, I'm really talking about music. But of course, there's also in events and other stuff. Anything that's Filipino, like also in fashion. All right, there is a mafia, but you don't get rich with that mafia. You just lose your dignity, and you get poorer and poorer. My gosh. And why would I even want to be with them? Could anybody explain why? Why does sexual pleasures, should be that important that you don't even have respect for each other? Why should that be so tempting to me? Could you please explain? Could somebody please explain? Because I really don't understand, first and foremost, and it's really my choice not to go to that direction. Okay? Woo! All right. So, yeah. So that's the trouble there. If these guys, they don't really talk. They don't even court you. Then they try to insinuate to get bare with you, and when you do not want to do that with them, then you're the bad girl. Okay? Then they're just gonna leave, and they're just gonna tell everyone that, oh my gosh, she wants me so much, but I did give in. Well, in fact, they're the one who got busted. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, folks, um, that's it. And yeah. So, again, with Ricardo, it started off with that, and then of course it spiraled down again with everything, and I caught up with my depression. So yeah, really, I was doing a lot of editing stuff, but it was for revenge, yes. And I really went to their head a lot, and then until, yes, they did a psychic attack on me. Okay. So, the psychic attack, I just found that how they did that to me because of the webinars that I've been doing now. So the psychic attack started first when Ricardo suddenly, after a meeting we had dinner here together with the others, but uh, he stood up so suddenly, and then but I felt that I couldn't stand, even though I wanted to. All right. So that's when my root chakra was crushed. Okay. And secondly, I had a psychic attack, and it felt like it was rape. So that was an attack on my sacral chakra. Okay. And then what else? Oh, there was a time that I also that couldn't in my head. They were like chopping it, so I couldn't see. So it was so hard, and that was an attack on my third eye chakra. All right, and then there was this time that Ricardo was just shouting and shouting and shouting at me over the phone and in person. And that is an attack on my solar plexus and also throat chakra. Okay, and they're not even um buzz me up on that. They even tried to get my heart chakra, and everything happened actually 2017. So 2017 was the year that I almost died. Yes, but guess what? I survived it. Yet, my Lola had a stroke, and by next year, my dad died. Okay. Yes. So, so, we're gonna delve into the things that I said about the chakras, for the next, episode, since, that's already in the present. But, to end, 2017 was really a very trying time. Yes. For in terms of family, of course, my mom was there. She saw everything, how I was attacked, and also we went to the theta healer, and but the theta healer did do me any good because they or she Avril Rodriguez teamed up with my tita Elisela. Yes, and I talked about this more on my IGTV live yesterday, but um my tita Elisela, 2017 was a hard year for us financially. Really did a lot of manipulations in terms of my well-being, so that maybe I couldn't get past uh her family, and others, so that they look good, even though they are not good. Okay, really, in reality. So, um, all right. Uh, so that was actually it by 2017. And then what else? Well, may add to oh yeah, because my Lola already took the one of the places here. I actually lost a room to conduct a business, and that's gonna be that was something that I resented about my Tito Christian when my Lola had to occupy that multi-purpose room that I had to conduct my business with. But that I got that over with by for the next episode. All right. So what else? Let me just think if I forgot anything. Okay. So basically, 2016 and 2017, these are the years before my dad died, and these were very trying years for us. In this house was very negative, and this family was about to be torn apart because my parents thought to be living with Tita and Isela, and that because we couldn't get along. So yeah, it was supposed to be a family breakup year, but I don't. But good thing it did happen, and yeah, in 2017, um, yeah, and towards the end of 2017, my Lola was already taking me in under her wing, and I was already studying for further lessons in fashion in in oh, and that this is also where I got into Wilma Cruz Tapaya, Miss Val, as my speech and what you call this, my speech and personality development mentor. And at the end of the year, I also met Marcus Mejia, who was Mr. Earth, but actually he just replayed my trauma because he shouted at me. That's why I didn't do good at the last day of my speech with Miss Val. Yeah, at that time it was all very traumatic, and my throat chakra was really my throat and my solar plexus chakra at the end of the year was really so much affected. Yes. All right, folks, and oh yes. Not to mention the gays at the music box, yeah, Timoga, where Marcus Mejia was doing shows, yeah, before he met Charles Juan and they become Charcas, yeah. So well, same old issue. That if a guy is next to me, then I like the guy so much, blah blah blah, you know. But anyway, I know the problem with Marcus. I really do not like him, but they these men who are not really men would really get up to you and would act as if they want you. Like this Marcus who always hugs me. Yeah, even if we're not close or something like that. Feeling it, and then they'll just blame it on the girl. So fuck you, okay? All right, guys. So that's the end of my 2017. It's not so good, but somehow it led me to another year, 2018, and which was a breakthrough. So for this, tomorrow's gonna be my last live about this topic, my spiritual journey, and I'm gonna take you on the breakthrough year 2018 up to the present. All right, folks, thank you for listening, and